Anyway, glad you guys are here. Today's a bit of a different stream because I wanted to just chat about some stuff. And I haven't actually done any type of like, you know, one-on-one sort of Q&A situation on Lilia Gets a Clue yet, or just like a live just chatting stream, which is what they're called on Twitch. So I thought we should do that. And there's been some changes to the channel that I wanted to talk about so people understand, so we're all on the same page. Nothing big or anything, just, you know, like I've altered the way that I make content a little bit since I started the channel. And so I just wanted everyone to know what to expect going forward. If you're watching on Twitch, the YouTube channel that I'm going to be talking about is Lilia Gets a Clue, which is the one I'm working on full time right now. And we're also streaming at the same, well, we're streaming and working on that channel full time. That's what I'm doing pretty much with all of my time, mixture of the two. And so I am also able to now multi-stream to the Lilia Gets a Clue YouTube channel, which has been great. That's part of the reason why I've changed a little bit of how I'm doing things, because now I can do that successfully, although it's not 100% successful, as you can see with the chat on the screen. But I don't normally show the chat very often during gameplay anyway, so that's not that important. But I did think I wanted to have the chat on the screen for this Q&A thing, but it's not gonna behave, apparently. Team YouTube. Yeah, sorry YouTube people. I will definitely find something eventually that works. I could also get like a separate one for each one, maybe. But that would only work for this kind of stream, because there's no way I'm putting two separate chats on the screen. Like on a normal stream, if I'm playing a game, I don't think I want to do that. That's too much clutteriness. So I really wanted to have them both combined on the screen, which this one does. It does work, but I don't know why it's duplicating every message. It makes no sense. This morning I reset up everything, and then it was working until I went live, and then it just started duplicating everything again. So I don't know. Granite 7, thank you so much for the 35 months. Sense is not allowed to be made. Yeah, well, not with YouTube streaming. Whenever I try to do anything with the YouTube side of streaming, nothing works properly. It's very frustrating. Twitch is fine. Maybe it's just because like the platform is a lot more established and there's like more tools or whatever, but I did figure out one really important thing though for the YouTube streams recently. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I figured out how to stream at a different bit rate to YouTube than the bitrate I'm streaming to Twitch. So it's like I'm sending two different streams, which I'm only able to do now that I upgraded my streaming PC recently. So I'm basically streaming twice, two different streams, and recording with my streaming PC. But the bitrate I was streaming to on Twitch looked so bad on YouTube for some reason. Like the YouTube codec just obliterated it, and every single game was so yucky and blurry. So I fixed that issue, thankfully. At least we have higher quality videos now. And I'm learning. Just happy you get to see streams without being on Twitch. Yeah, that's important, right? A lot of people don't like to go to a different platform, which is why I think multi-streaming is a really good thing to do, for sure. Much quality. Yes, indeed. So that's good. That's one of the main reasons I want to like solidify this plan that I have for the YouTube channel as well, because now I am able to do that. How do I find the time for all the channels, YouTube and Twitch? Well, if you've noticed, I haven't been working really on Lady Lilia much at all. Lately. I've just been putting pretty much all of my time into Lilia Gets a Clue and my live streams. I live stream like 3 times a week on average for most of the day. And then the rest of the week, work day, I do, you know, editing and YouTube channel stuff and planning, video optimizing, that sort of thing. I have more stuff that I do need to be doing, but I've been doing a lot of like channel optimizing and trying to figure out the exact formats of things that I want to do going forward. And recently I've been spending time with like the little summer event I have going on too with the live streams, and also on the Lilia Gets a Clue, but it's more a live stream thing. It's just also showing up there because that's where the games are showing up from the event. But I don't know. It's what I want to do. So I definitely, in the beginning, like when I started Lilia Gets a Clue, I was trying to do Lady Lilia and Lilia Gets a Clue at the same time and like keep them both going somehow. And I just realized I just didn't want to do RPGs right now. And it's not what I wanted to work on. And it just felt like kind of a thing that I was only doing because I felt like I had to do it, and I wasn't doing it because it was fun. So where my heart really is lying right now is with the, you know, the more classic games and puzzle games and mystery games and stuff. And I still love RPGs and everything. And it's just that they're so time consuming, and every project on that channel is just like so much. Every time I do something, it sets a huge expectation because I've always had like really big, long Let's Plays on that channel. And every time I don't do that, people are very disappointed and I get kind of negative feedback, which is a little bit disheartening because I feel like on that channel, I can't like make what I want. You know, I've already set the expectations on the channel with the audience there. So it's a little bit strange. Like it feels kind of like a disconnect between me and what the audience wants there, which is fine. I mean, I built that channel, so obviously I set the expectations, but I think also just because I've changed a lot in the last few years, I just kind of want to make some different stuff now. And some of it is what I've always made. Like I've always played old games and points and clicks and puzzle games and stuff. But the difference is I used to do both that and the RPG stuff on Lady Lilia, and then that was a problem because it created 2 completely different genres on one channel, and that's why the channel didn't grow very quickly, because it was just a little bit too segmented, I suppose. But anyway, I moved all that to the new channel, and I realized that's really just what I want to do right now. I love doing these older games and just hanging out, doing puzzle games and solving mysteries especially is my favorite thing. And I don't know, I go through a lot of like different moods and stuff where I'm in the mood to play different things, but I consistently always come back to like the older classic stuff and the point and clicks and the mystery games. And so that's kind of what I want to do going forward. And that's what I want the channel to be about. The old channel's direction was vague as well. It was. Have I seen The Last of Us season 2? No, I don't think I have seen that yet. No, I saw the first one. I don't have any time to watch anything either. I literally spend all of my time doing this. Doom 3. Oh, no, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing with Doom 3 because that was like right when I was kind of transitioning and I was live streaming it, right? But maybe I'll try to like move it over here or something to Lilia Gets a Clue or in Halloween time. But I don't know. Like it's because they're all VODs. It just feels weird to move it all because it would be a lot of work for me to like edit it down and stuff into one video. But that's actually, that brings up a topic that I want to talk about, but I'll get into that a little bit about like what my uploads are going to look like. Am I planning any new coming big games? Let's say Mafia or Mafia the Old Country. I didn't know about Mafia. There's a new Mafia coming out? I didn't know that. I love all the Mafia games. Have I not played Mafia 3? I don't think I have. That might be the one I didn't play it. What do I think about YouTube's future with all the ad increases? Oh, I don't know. The ads are so annoying. Like at first I thought it was okay because it was just putting ads in like smarter places. You know, like when you stop talking, it was just better about interjecting ads automatically to places that were not going to interrupt the video as much. But I don't really like, so far I haven't seen much of an improvement because it already just puts way too many ads. Every time I upload a video, I'll like let YouTube place the ads and then I'll go in and edit them and see. Sometimes it's like fine and there's only 3 of, like, say I upload an hour video and it puts like 3 or 4. But with a new update, I feel like it's more spammy. Like it's better about finding spots that it thinks it can put ads in, but there ends up just being too many. And I know they don't show every time there's an ad, like ad placement in the video. It doesn't mean it's going to show an ad. Just depends on like the viewer and their ad behavior, I guess. Like if you're somebody who always skips ads, then it will show you less. I think that's how it works. I don't really know. But it doesn't seem any better. And another thing that's been annoying me is I'll go in with this new thing. It's like a new automated ad, whatever placement. I've had that ticked on, but I still go in and edit and remove like 75% of them. And then I'll go back a couple days later and they'll be back again, which didn't used to happen. So I don't know what that's about. Probably a bug or something, but that's not okay, right? Because then it makes me worry that they're putting ads on stuff that I don't even realize. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. So far, I haven't seen any like increase in income or anything from it. Not that I make a lot at all for ad revenue anyway, but it just seems more like a different version of what they had before. Die by the Sword. I only did one stream of that. That was fun though. I would like to play more games like that. Those are fun, silly games. What's my favorite music and bands? I don't know. I can't pick a favorite. I like oldies. I think music from like the old oldies. Like I usually find myself, I'll either listen to music from my childhood, which was like 90s and 2000s because it's nostalgic, but it's not necessarily good. But then I also go back and listen to really old stuff from like, sometimes I want to listen to like swing from the 30s or just some like jazzy soul music or something from way back in the day. Do I like Doctor Who? I've never watched Doctor Who. Well, I've watched a couple episodes of the very first black and white ones. And I did like it. So I'm sure I would like the newer ones too, but I didn't get all the way into it. Memberships should give you ad-free viewing on the channel on YouTube. That would be really nice. But well, yeah. But then what if you have YouTube Premium and then you also want to be a member? Then it's kind of like a double thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. One good thing about YouTube and ads, though, and the live streams is that I can fully control the ads on my live streams on YouTube. Can't do that on Twitch. I have to have ads on Twitch. And I have very little control over them. I can snooze them and sort of try to time them, but on YouTube, I can completely turn them off on the live streams, or I can put them in if I want. So that's really nice. Well, these like Mozart, Beethoven, and Bach. I don't think those are considered oldies. That would be like classical music from the before 4 times. Oh, I was waiting for somebody to ask me about KCD2. I knew that would come up. Yeah, if you missed what I just said about Lady Lilia, I kind of already summed it up. But if you didn't hear me, then I'll recap. Favorite game music? Morrowind, probably. There's a lot of good ones, though. Oldies are the music is only before electricity. That's oldies. Okay, should we turn the double chat off now? Is it annoying everyone yet? You have both premium and you're a member. YouTube should actively delete older ads from your brain. Yeah, they should. I mean, I like that idea of giving ad-free viewing to whatever channel you're a member of. For sure. Especially because YouTube gets, 30% of membership revenue. Which is a lot, but it's better than Twitch. Twitch takes 50%, so... But Twitch is better with like donations, with bits. And then super chats, YouTube is worse because they still take 30%. So YouTube takes 30% of literally everything. If you donate or give the YouTuber money in any form through the YouTube platform, they take 30% of everything, including super chats. Which is why I just ask people to donate through Ko-Fi, because then I, that gets everything to me instead of you guys giving money to YouTube. But there's reasons to do it through the platform too. Some people don't like to go to third-party platforms. Some people want the benefits of like the emotes and the little badges and stuff, and that's totally valid. There's a lot more bonuses on Twitch that you get for subscribing through that platform. Ko-Fi takes 0% out of the like single donations, so the creator gets everything. The only thing that we pay is like the small transfer fee from PayPal, which is like not like everything has to have a transfer fee, so that's not part of the platform. But that's the best thing about Ko-Fi. Did I say it right the first time? Ko-Fi is how you say it. That's why I switched to Ko-Fi, because people can do one-time donations. They can even be anonymous too, and the creators get 100% of it. So like, it's kind of seems like a no-brainer. Plus, you can also charge monthly if people want to do that, like as a replacement for Patreon. So I recently kind of tried to navigate away from Patreon. I'm no longer using that as my main form of crowdfunding. But it sure is easier to provide benefits for people that come to the live streams and stuff, like on whatever platform I'm streaming on. Twitch is the best example for that. Like tons of emotes that subscribers get advantage, get to use. And no ads is probably the biggest thing that people like, right? Well, I guess it depends. I don't know, chat. Twitch chat, do you guys like the no ads or do you like the emotes better? I don't know. Am I looking forward to the BioShock show in the new game? I didn't know about a new game. I did hear about the show. I'm not really looking forward to the show. Because, I don't know. I assume I'll be disappointed. That's why. But, hey man, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Elden Ring movie? I'm not really that interested in the Elden Ring movie. I got into Elden Ring for a little bit. But I'm definitely not like a super Elden Ring fan. I like the old Dark Souls games, but Elden Ring was fine. I don't really care much about the lore or like the world of Elden Ring or anything, so that game was just too big. It was another game that was just too freaking huge. It was fun, but I don't know. I think part of the reason I didn't like it as much as the older Dark Souls was because it was like Dark Souls 3, which is my least favorite Dark Souls. Because wait, what was that? Oh, thank you, John Ferrai. YouTube is better for donations. Here's the proof. Well, I appreciate it. YouTube does take 30% of super chats, though. I'm definitely right about that. I'm second guessing myself because you said that, but I'm pretty darn sure that they do. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Dark Souls 3. I really did like Dark Souls 3 a lot. It was just like, it wasn't as fun for me because it was kind of too fast. I'm more of a slow Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls kind of Souls player. I like the slower paced combat. Broken Sword, I haven't. I actually do own the remaster of Broken Sword something. Whatever. There was a remaster of one of them kind of recently. That one I own. It's on my list to play soon. But that will be my entrance into the series. The game hasn't been confirmed yet. Oh, okay. Well, don't hold your breath. I mean, I don't even know where the heck they're going with the BioShock series anyway. Like, I liked BioShock 1 the best. BioShock Infinite was okay. It had a good story, but it was nothing like BioShock, the original BioShock. What are my thoughts on the big picture of advertising? Are you talking about like advertising and marketing in general of like all products? Is that what you're asking me? The evolution of advertising on TV and media in general? Souls-like, yeah. You only fell in love with Elden Ring because of my playthrough? Really? Wow. Well, I didn't even play that much of it. What are my thoughts on the meaning of life? Be happy, live in the moment. Don't do what I do and have anxiety about the future every single day, because that's not productive. And I know it's not, but I do it anyway, every single day. BioShock 1 nailed the atmosphere. It was actually kind of scary too. It was really good. If I could ask one more thing from Todd, what would you ask him for? Oh, that's easy. I would ask him to not royally F up the next Elder Scrolls game. But I feel like that's too vague of an instruction for him, so that probably wouldn't help. I don't have any expectations for that. Too hard, ask him something easier. If I could, I'd be more specific. Todd, please make the Elder Scrolls 6 exactly like Skyrim, Oblivion, and Morrowind mixed together with all the best things taken from each game. And don't add anything else. And just make it like the old games and stop there. And that's it. Because that's all we really want. We just want another Skyrim that's better. That's literally all we want. But I don't think that Bethesda knows that anymore. I think they're beyond understanding that. Or even if they do understand it, I don't think they know how to execute it. Or maybe they don't even want to execute it. Beans on toast, yay or nay? Well, I'm an American. So beans on toast is not like a standard thing that we do, but I love baked beans and I love toast. So yeah. However, I did learn that you guys have different baked beans than we do, because ours are like really sweet, which would still be fine on like salty toast. But I think you guys have, aren't they like more kind of tomatoey beans in like a tomatoey sauce? I think that's what I remember hearing. Those are completely different. So it's probably, if I tried to replicate it here, it probably wouldn't be as good. I don't know. The horse building minigame. I don't know. The shipbuilding was okay in Starfield. I thought they had a lot of good ideas in Starfield. That game was just like so poorly executed though. And they just missed the mark on so many things. But I could go on and on about that. I don't need to do that right now. Do I think Half-Life 3 is going to be released? Nope. I don't think Valve is going to make any more games ever. If they do, maybe they'll make like another VR game or something. I mean, why would they? They have everything they could ever want. Why would they? Why would they? I don't know. Maybe if it ever gets made, maybe it will be made by like another, you know, some kind of third-party developer, and then it will be trash. I wish Valve would make more games. They were one of the best game developers of all time, I think. Worcestershire sauce? Yeah, I don't know about that. On toast? They remaster games too soon these days. Yes. Oh, I totally agree with you. Yeah. So I have two different opinions about remasters. My first, more optimistic opinion about remasters is that right now we're really kind of fortunate because they're remaking lots of classic games that need remasters and remakes. So I'm very thankful that that is happening. But yeah, there's definitely a problem where like specifically AAA developers think that they can just remaster anything as if it's like over 2 years old. They're just like, well, we can remaster it now since people have stopped playing it. If we remaster, and then we can sell it again. It's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I think it's definitely being taken advantage of to a stupid degree. But at the same time, it's nice. There are some developers that are actually doing it, using it the right way, and remastering and remaking games that actually need the remake or remaster. And that allows the game to be sort of revitalized 20, 30 years later or whatever with new eyeballs, people that would never have otherwise known about it or played it. So I really like that because I'm super into playing old games and getting classics in front of people who haven't seen them before. Because I love going back to the past. I'm a very nostalgic person, so that means a lot to me when people do great remakes of old games. But yeah, definitely there's many games that have been remastered that do not need a remaster, and it's just definitely a cash grab. There's credible leaks for Half-Life 3 now? I choose to not believe it until it's verified. Chocolates or crisps? Crisps or chips, right? American chips. I choose potato chips every day, all day long. I do like chocolate, but I have a limit on like how much chocolate I want to eat, but I don't really have a limit on chips. Why are developers so lost nowadays? Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, I forgot about that marketing question. You guys are asking me like huge questions as if I have some really professional opinion on game development as a whole. But my opinion about developers being so lost nowadays is because they're not being guided by the players anymore. They're lost because they're just being guided by the dudes in the suits at the top. And it's a problem. There's lots of developers. Yes, developers love making games still, and there are many people working at even the AAA studios that love the games and like want to make really good games that the people want. But the problem is there's all these stipulations and rules that they have to do for whatever game they're making, because it has to make a buttload of money, and games are also increasingly more and more expensive to make nowadays, which is unfortunate. And this is mostly AAA scene, but even with indie games, it's so competitive that sometimes it's kind of rare to find, games that are that amazing there as well, like the more popular ones. But I prefer the indie scene for sure, because people are still making cool, creative things that are new and unique. And the AAA, it's to the point where I don't even get excited about AAA games anymore, honestly, because it's all been done before. Everything that comes out is something that's already been done before. And I'm even apprehensive about like what we were just talking about, Todd's next hot game, Elder Scrolls 6. Like, I have no expectations that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be good, unfortunately, because I just think they're going to do the same thing. They're probably just going to do what they did with Starfield or make it worse. Somehow. I don't know. Indie games are the best? Yeah, they are. $80 games are hard no for me. Yeah, $80 is way too much. I think like 50 is my limit, honestly. $49.99. Unless it's a game I know is absolutely going to be amazing. I feel like I don't want to pay more than $50 for a new game, because it's probably not going to be that great anyway, Heretic 2 remaster? I've never played those. That'd be cool. Remaster old games 10 years or more. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Older games need to be prioritized. Who would win in a fight, Princess Peach or Zelda? I've never played a Zelda game. I mean, I know who Zelda is. But since I have played a Mario and I know that Princess Peach doesn't do anything, I pick Zelda. But I don't know, maybe it would be a standoff. Maybe they would just like punch each other with their purses and flowers or something, and nobody would win. Avoid philosophy. No, you don't have to avoid like big questions. I just thought it was interesting that you guys were asking me all these important things. I'm totally willing to talk about it. It's just that, you know, it's just my humble opinion on things. I don't want anyone to think I have the actual answers to life and the gaming industry. Zelda is basically a demigod. Oh, really? Spoilers? Well, Princess Peach is trash. She just needs to be rescued in a castle every week, so. The Thing remaster was the right move. Yeah. The best kind of remasters are the ones where it's an old game, in my opinion, from like 90s or 2000s that was vaguely popular or pretty popular back then. But maybe it wasn't, it was only on one console or something, or it was on PC and it like doesn't work today on modern PCs. Those are the best targets for remasters and remakes. Like the Thing remaster is a good example of that. Because now we can play it easily, and many people who like horror games are going to play that have never heard of it. And actually, that game got me to watch the movies, too, because I didn't even know that the series existed at all. And if I didn't know that the game came out, I wouldn't have, like, watched the movies. So, I don't know, super cool. And I also just really love that era of games. How's my kid doing? Oh, he's doing great. He's going to be 3 pretty soon. Crazy, right? Any new good single player games, in my opinion? You know, I have to apologize. I'm like not on I don't have the news about the newest games. I'm here stuck in the past playing Nancy Drew from 2003. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 obviously is a very good new single player game. I'll go with that. Ooh, Deus Ex 1 remake would be nice. Yeah. If I was put in charge of an existing game series and had the chance to direct a new game or a sequel, what series would I want to do? A new game or a sequel? That's really hard, Yagso. I have never thought about that ever. I guess I should pick something that's like popular, because otherwise nobody would play it. I don't know. Skyrim 2. You know what? I want to be in charge of Elder Scrolls 6. I will be in charge. I will kick Todd out. And I will make it the right way. I'll just pull in all of the huge modding communities. And we'll just make it without Todd. And he can just go take a vacation or something. Well, I can't be prepared for every question in the world. What do you expect from me? Jeez. Prey 2? Oh, that'd be cool. Dude, Prey was so good.
By thunder! You've claimed the captain's helm.
We still have some nautical alerts happening. I've never played Castlevania either. No, I haven't. Severance Blade of Darkness 2. Oh, I'd love to play more of Blade of Darkness. That was good. I think I played that around the same time I played Die by the Sword, didn't I? I must have been in the zone for those types of games.
By thunder! Ahoy there, matey! You've claimed the captain's helm.
Calm down, Twitch chat. kind of a Souls-like. Yeah, I agree. Very fun. Very fun game. Day of the Triffids, my favorite book. Do I like to read? What kind of thing? Dude, I don't read ever at all, ever.
Ahoy there, matey.
The only entire series of books that I've ever read is the World of Warcraft book series. I can't even remember the author because I was like 20 when I read it. And I just have never got really into reading. Maybe I will when I get big. I mean, I've read other books, but I've never completed a series of anything except that one. And I only did that one because I took it to the gym and I would just read it while I was working out every other day. And that's the only reason I got through it. But I definitely do not have much input to add about books, unfortunately. If it's not too expensive, will I get Vampire the Masquerade too? I will. Yes. But I have no expectations at all. I don't think it's going to be good. You know why I don't think it's going to be good? I mean, I'm sure you can guess. Because the first one, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, was, I like to call it a janky masterpiece. And also, it's had the unfortunate history, I suppose you could say, of being released unfinished, like so many games back then in the day. And then after its release, it became a cult classic. But it truly is an amazing game. And it will never be replicated. And there is no way that any developer from today would even take the chance to make a game slightly similar to it. It's just one of those concepts and one of those like games as a whole that's just going to be in the past forever. Because they just don't believe that there would be a player base in existence right now that would play that game. Like they just don't believe that that concept would make money. And there's so many games that are in the same boat. And that's why I have no faith for sequels anymore. If they're making a sequel off of a game that used to be cool or a cult classic, my opinion is always just like, it's probably going to suck then. Because they usually they target games for sequels and remasters that they think they can make money on, which is, you have to make money, obviously, though that's stupid to think that they would not prioritize that, but you know what I mean. A lot of the times it's not about making a cool game, it's about capitalizing on the franchise that's already popular, and people will buy it out the gate just because it's Bloodlines 2. But it's not going to meet the expectations of the people that loved Bloodlines 1. There's no way. I would put $100 down that it will not be nearly as good. But I'll still play it. I'll play it and then I'll be sad. Now, if somebody wanted to do a remaster of Bloodlines 1, that could be really cool. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I haven't heard anything about that. But if somebody does do that, they better not change the way the game looks. Like, they can update the resolution, that would be fine. But if they mess with the characters or the models in the slightest, or the animations, no. It's like the whole charm of the game. Remake of SNES Star Fox. Will they do the Thing 2? Wait, there's a Thing 2 game? Yeah, I mean, I guess. I still need to play the Thing 1 remaster. Reviewers rarely align with the player base. That's true. Oh, that's a whole nother thing that's annoying. Like, just like Kotaku and all those just baloney reviewers that I don't know. Do people still take them seriously? Because I never go to those review websites to like find out if games are good or not. Like, why would you need to if you can just watch a real person play the game on YouTube and see for yourself? The Thing 2, Things, The Thing 3. How many Thing games are there? You have a hope Bloodlines 2 will end up at Obsidian? I don't know.
Ahoy there, matey!
They're going hard to replicate the troublesome development of First Bloodlines. Yeah, it's already got delayed, didn't it? It's got delayed a bunch of times. Probably because it sucks. That's probably why. And they probably know it sucks. They're like, oh, we gotta change this. It's not good enough. The general public, but we're not the general public. We're a bunch of geeks. I mean, fair. Yeah. But there's lots of geeks in the general public now, right? Aren't we? Aren't most of us gamers geeks? Do people ever recognize me in Costco and fangirl boy me for autographs? No, I've never gotten recognized anywhere. I'm still a very small content creator. The only time I ever saw somebody from my community was at BlizzCon in, what year was that? 2019? I think. Or something like that. And it was quite a coincidence too, because the dude just happened to be staying at the same hotel as me. Me and Tony, and when we were at BlizzCon. So that was the only time I've ever run into a viewer, but I think you have to be a pretty significant size content creator to get recognized. Plus, I never go anywhere anymore. I'm just stuck at home with a kid being a mom right now, so I don't go anywhere. Real-time strategy games? I don't play a lot of those. I was thinking about playing my favorite Anno game in the background for this Q&A, but I think we're doing pretty good just chatting, actually. I have a couple games that we could be playing right now as well, but then I would miss a lot of comments and questions. But maybe in a little bit I'll start up a game. Am I crafty, knitting, painting, or whatnot? Yeah, I would call myself crafty. Well, not like crafty in the way that some people are, but I'm artsy. Like I do like to draw and paint and make things. I don't do it nearly as much as I used to in my younger years, but I really enjoy that. I've actually just recently got back into art in the very simplest form. I decided that I would assign myself the hobby of coloring. Have you guys heard of adult coloring books? And I got some like nice markers and a few different coloring books to try. And it's been really hard to find pictures that I actually want to color. It's been really strange, but it's very very relaxing and fun, and it kind of started bringing me back to my childhood a little bit. Although when I was a kid, I would sit at the end of my bed and just sketch and draw, and then a few years later I started painting. But I don't have the time or the space to actually like do oil paints and stuff like that anymore. So I figured as a busy mom, I could probably color. I could probably at least do that. But it's just kind of a relaxing thing, and it is a little bit artsy, right? You can also do it like while you're chatting. My sister and one of our friends last weekend, we brought our coloring books and our markers to the cafe, and we just had a coffee and we're coloring in our coloring books. It was pretty nice. So I don't know, I recommend it. Super, very simple, easy to pick up, put down, sort of artsy thing. Yeah, it's soothing. Yes. Not to be confused with adult coloring books. Not that kind of coloring book, Yogso. I mean, you can get that kind if you want. I'm sure they're out there, but I'll leave that up to you. To each their own. You make nerdy cross stitches? Very nice. Henry Seville is a geek? Yeah, I know. He's also incredibly handsome. But everyone knows that. From Dust was a great strat game. Never heard of that. Yeah, strategy game. I mean, grand strategy. I have played almost none of those. But I do like a city builder kind of strategy game. When I was young, I liked the Pharaoh games and Cleopatra and Caesar 3 I had, and then there was a Zeus one. I played all those a lot. I think Pharaoh was my favorite though. Stuff like that. Oh, and I guess Anno is kind of similar, right? I never got anywhere. Like, I'm really bad at them, but I enjoyed them. Age of Mythology. Oh yeah, I did play that one too with Kratos. I remember that one very well. They remastered that one. I'd like to check that remaster out sometime. It'd be super nostalgic. Yeah, with Anno, so did I. Just constantly restart all the time. Just always fail, but still have fun. Also, Black and White. I played that as a kid. Also, restart all the time. Very bad at that one. Could never get my animal to grow. Old school city builders are great. They really are. Red Alert games. So full of cheese. You would probably love them, but they're RTS. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I like Warcraft. That's RTS. But that's because I love the Warcraft universe. But I probably would get into that too if it was super cheesy and fun. I like the squad-based strategy games. You guys know I love those, like the XCOM sort of style ones. I've always wanted to try Jagged Alliance because that one seems fun. And then someday again, I want to play some Silent Storm and show you guys that one again because that's like a hidden gem that not enough people know about. Do I miss game development? Do you mean, do I miss working in game development? Yes and no. I mean, I love this job way more. This job's more stressful. Well, I don't know. It's very different. I miss the people. I worked at Raven. I guess I can tell you guys that now. I'm sure I've said it in the past. But I liked it. Like, everyone there was super nice. But it was just like, I don't know. I think if I had worked in game development like 30 years ago, it would have been way better. Because we'd still had the problem of all like the AAA poop and stuff. So, I don't know. There wasn't really any creativity about it, you know? And I didn't like the games we were making either. Call of Duty. But if I had worked on it back in the day when they were making cool games, that would be sweet. But I did get pretty sick of playing Call of Duty. Because I don't like Call of Duty. Command and Conquer for the FMV scenes? Ooh, I don't know if I've seen the FMV scenes in that one. Call of Duty. Yeah. Soldier of Fortune. I have that one. I wanted to play it just for funsies because it looks super cheesy. If I worked in the indie scene, it might have been more fun. Yeah. For sure. I mean, it would be way more enjoyable to work in game development if I could work on a game that I was passionate about. But because I didn't, and there was no way for me to like move up unless I wanted to stay there for like a million years, maybe. It was just kind of, it got pretty stale after a while, I guess. I have not played Simon the Sorcerer, no. City Skylines. I played a teeny tiny bit of that. Yeah, that's a good one. SimCity. I played SimCity 2000 as a child, or in teenager or young adult or something. I don't remember. That was another one where I was so bad at it, but I loved it. Just messing around, and the music is so cool. And wasn't that the one where you could also like import your Sims from the Sims 1 or 2 or something? I thought that was so cool because I was Sims obsessed. I still am Sims obsessed. I freaking love The Sims. I was gonna also do that. I had a thought that I was just gonna like build a house in the background while we were talking today in The Sims 2, but I couldn't get it to run. So, oops. So here we are. But that's fine. Lemmings as a puzzle game? I never played Lemmings as a kid, so I have no nostalgia around that one. I know a lot of people do. SimCity 2000 predates The Sims by many, many years. Well, The Sims 1 came out in 2000, right? Am I crazy? I think it did. And then SimCity 2000 also came out in 2000, right? Why, if it didn't, then why is it called SimCity 2000? SimCity 2000 from 1993? Oh, maybe I played a later one then. There's definitely one of them where you can like import your Sims. I mean, it's been so long, I don't remember. But I definitely had 2000 as well. And then I probably played another one too, I don't know. Oh, you guys are talking about The Thing a lot. Excuse me. It must be good. I have plans. Well, I did have plans to play it for spooky season. But I guess we're doing more of like a ghost theme for spooky season, but maybe I could do just like a vaguely ghost spooky theme. And still play The Thing, because I think The Thing is pretty short, isn't it? Like 7 hours or something. Or we're playing SimCity 2000 on your first PC. There was SimCity 3000. Maybe it was that one. Could have been. We are always ghost themed. Yes. I will be playing the remake of The Thing. I own it.
I could use a coffee. How about you?
I got it when it came out. Thank you, Beastman. Cheers. Appreciate it so much. Oh yeah, Forsaken Souls. I did mean to finish that, didn't I? Yeah, why not? Thank you for reminding me about that. That's ghosty. Yeah, we finished the first one, so we gotta do 2 and 3, and 3 just came out. But yeah, let's add The Thing to the list, and then Forsaken Souls as well. And then there's a lot. There's a lot of spooky games that are on my list. Have I watched The Thing? I have. I watched the first one, the old one from, what was it, from like the 50s or 60s or something? I watched that one first, and then I watched the 90s one with Kurt. and it was very funny. I found it hilarious. His character is just so funny.
You've claimed the captain's helm.
Goodness gracious. Wait, why did that go to YouTube chat? That's weird. Don't pay any attention to that, everybody. That's fine. Just people are gaining XP over on Twitch, and when they get like to a level threshold, it spams the chat a little bit. Yeah, I watched the black and white one. Yep, I did. The 90s one from 82? Oh, okay. Well, I don't remember.
Ahoy there,
90s?
matey.
Same thing. The Sims and Sims 2 release date was 2004 September. I love The Sims 2. The Sims 3 is my favorite though, but The Sims 2 has the most content. And it is amazing. I love a lot about The Sims 2, like the UI. And I don't know. I think the wants system is better in The Sims 2 as well. There's lots more interactions between the Sims and The Sims 2. But The Sims 3 has like the neighborhood aging thing, and it's open world, and that just changes so much. It makes it my favorite. It's also laggy, but I love it anyway. Dead Space remaster. I played a little bit of that, but when it came out, but I guess I probably didn't finish it, did I? Guess not. I heard that the newest Thing movie was really bad, so I chose not to watch that one. Apparently the 80s one with Kurt, that's his name, right? Kurt Russell? Or am I mixing him up with somebody else? That one was apparently like the good one, and it was pretty good. So I decided to stop there because that's the one that the game is based on anyway, according to the internet. Have I played Ghost Master? No, I don't know what that is. Sacred One? I didn't play Sacred One back in the day, but I have played it recently. Great game. I have a bunch of VODs on my VOD channel on Lilia Live, if you haven't seen them. Kurt Russell, yeah. Dude, his freaking role in the Thing, it was just so funny because he was so serious the whole time, and like everyone was freaking out, but his character was just like stoic and no emotions and just like taking care of business. And he had long hair. It's just, I don't know. I know the long hair doesn't really like sell it, but his character in general, I just found really hilarious. I loved it because it just felt like it was 80s cheese and it didn't fit in very well. See a lot of amazing builds from The Sims 4. Makes me want to try The Sims 4. Dude, I tried it so many times. It's just so disappointing. The Sims 4, it's so disappointing. I mean, I guess if you never played the old Sims games, you probably wouldn't think that, but it's missing so many things that were cool about the old Sims. Yeah, Sims 3 is the bomb. Sims 4 is playable nowadays, but it took years of content to get there. Well, if you would like to spend $3,000 buying all the content, then be my guest. The main issue is that it's such a freaking money-grabbing piece of poop. There wasn't even like, what were they missing? Toddlers, like for some reason in the base game. That I tried it when it came out. I was super pissed about two main things when it was released. There was no toddler phase, so they just like went from newborn, or was it the other way around? No, yeah, they went from newborn all the way to child immediately. And then just the fact that it was so console-y that you, like, if you walk to your neighbor's house, you have to go through a loading screen. And what's with the neighborhoods being so freaking small, where there's like 2 build lots in each neighborhood? What? And then you can't customize you can't customize the neighborhood. Maybe you can now, but like, I don't know. Like, it was just so bad. I was on it because of how everything that needed to be there was not there. And I just stopped playing it right away, pretty much. CGI was poor in the recent thing, and the thing itself was not stealthy. Oh. Well, the 80s, the thing with Kurt, going back to that conversation. Sorry, I'm like flip-flopping. I thought that was cool because there was some CGI, but like for a movie from the 80s, the special effects were really cool. Like that, maybe that was why it had a good reputation at the time. I don't know. But they had a lot of good like costumes and effects, and then the CGI that they did use was pretty good, I thought, for the time. I was pretty impressed. But yeah, the monster itself was done really well. And I especially like the part where the dude's head comes off and then his head turns into like an upside down spider. It's so stupid. But like at the time, it probably was scary. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good time. You'll stick with Sims 3. Yep. Sometimes it's baffling how older games felt more advanced than new ones. Yeah, that happens all the time. And it's because, well, there's two main reasons, right? One of the main reasons is because of resources, and new games, developers feel like new games have to have beautiful graphics. They think that that's all we care about is beautiful graphics, and that will sell their game. So they prioritize the way the game looks over the way the gameplay is and stuff, which leads to a severe lack in substance and depth most of the time. Whereas in old games, they had a limit to the graphics. They weren't as worried about that because it is what it is. They could pull off what they could pull off. And games were sold and were popular based on the gameplay. But now I feel like it's different, you know? Now games are all competing to be like the most beautiful, realistic thing, which is not what we want. It's not what I want. It's probably not what most people want, honestly. But that's one of the reasons. The other reason is just a total disconnect with what the players want and, you know, the people that are making the game. Or the reasons that they're making the game are not because they want to make a really awesome game with great gameplay. They just want to make a game that either people will get addicted to, like Diablo 4, or make the beginning of it seem good with substance, but then just like have it die out and almost be like a trick. Have you ever run into a game where you play it for the first like few hours and it's really fun, but then it just like runs out of fun and you're like, what am I doing? Is that it? What? Where did my fun go? And it's just because they like literally didn't finish it. They just think, oh, this is good enough. We'll hook them for a couple hours. They bought the game and that's it. But yeah, I just think about Diablo 4 and how much of a trash can that game is. Most new games look good, but no flavor. Yeah, no flavor, no depth. Unfortunately. Assassin's Creed Valhalla comes to mind. Oh, really? I have never played an Assassin's Creed game either. it's such a big series. I'm like afraid to get into it. But I know some of the older ones are really good, right? So I probably should play those sometime. It's all about the game loop. Do A, then B, then C, and repeat. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with the addictive game loop, but you still need substance or like some kind of depth while you have this game loop, right? You can't just expect people to just do monotony forever and not get any payouts or not get any rewards or just, I don't know, not have a story, etc., etc. It's also dangerous, like, and I'm still thinking about Diablo 4, like people that have addictive personalities versus games that are built to be addictive for the only sole purpose to keep you playing because maybe you need to collect everything in the game or you reach a certain milestone and that you get like currency, real life currency that you can buy like some cosmetic or something. And then those people really feel like they need to collect all this stuff. And so they either like waste their time for absolutely no reason for a game of no substance that's not actually fun. They're only playing it because they're addicted and they feel like they have to. Or it's just, I don't know. I don't know where my or was. But you know what I mean? It's just, it sucks. And I love Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 was also fun after they got rid of the auction house situation. But like Diablo 3 had so many flaws and Blizzard was promoting Diablo 4 like it was going to be Diablo 2 kind of. And then it ended up being just a pile of boring, repetitive, no substance garbage. Like it has a story that's okay, I guess. But other than that, like the whole point of Diablo is that the repetitive gameplay is super fun and like addicting in a good way, like the old school good way. But somehow they managed to ruin that and make it, they added like a seasonal pass, which you get like real money or you spend real money on it on top of the game that's already like $1 billion because it's a AAA game. And then they also have a shop where they're selling you cosmetics, and every like month they do an event where you can spend more money. Oh, good. Here you go, guys. More money you can spend on our game that you already bought for $60. It's just, and it's just not fun. Like I tried to play it so many times and it's just not fun. The gameplay loop is so boring. It just makes me mad because I used to love Blizzard as a company, you know, like I grew up playing World of Warcraft and I loved Diablo 1 and 2. But man, Blizzard is like sad. Like they're a very sad state of affairs nowadays. Anyway, sorry, it was depressing. Diablo 1 was so good. Yeah. I don't know if it was the peak of the series. I think Diablo 2 is definitely great. But Diablo 1 is amazing as well. And I've only played a little bit of Diablo. I've only played 2 classes in Diablo 1, and it was very, very fun. I like how simple it is. Does anyone else agree with me on this point? Like, one of my favorite things about older games is this sounds weird. I don't want to say this wrong, but like, because I was just talking about how games need depth and stuff. But sometimes old games have the right amount of depth, but they're also simple in like the perfect way. I think Diablo 1 is a great example of that because it has depth and replayability and lots of different mechanics, lots of different classes to play, expansion to play through and whatever. But it's also simplistic. Easy to understand. Like you get through the game and you beat it, and then you play it again and you beat it. But like even compared to Diablo 2, I think that's one of my favorite things about it is just like how simple it is. And sometimes you can make a simple game like that and it can be super, super fun. And Diablo 2 is not complicated. It's just maybe not as easy to get into as Diablo 1, I guess. Although Diablo 1 probably doesn't appeal to new gamers because it's pretty slow gameplay. Which is probably why they remastered Diablo 2 and not Diablo 1. But that would be cool. Diablo 1 remaster. Unless they screw it up, of course. Did I play Hellblade games? No, I didn't. The Sims 2 Legacy is a remaster? It is? I don't... Anything that comes out of EA... I think is a cash grab. I know that they also like re-released The Sims 1, which I initially thought was cool, but then I noticed that they're trying to sell a bunch of DLC for it on top of it, and then I hated it after I learned that. Hello, Aaron. Welcome in. Welcome in everybody else who I haven't been saying hi to, by the way. I'm going back and forth between the chats trying to answer everybody's questions. Diablo 1 has some rights issues with Sierra. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Seen a friend playing Path of Exile at high level. It's just swooshing through the levels at breakneck speed. Not fun. Path of Exile is basically like good Diablo. It's like what Diablo 4 should have been. Kind of. But I haven't played that much of it myself. I don't have time really to invest into those games as much as I used to, but one of my favorite games of that genre is Grim Dawn. It's more of a single player style. I mean, Diablo is also kind of single player, but Grim Dawn is more single player. And I don't know. It's just a fun, addicting game with lots of depth. Tons of content. Yeah. Titan Quest 2 might be good. Doubt it. You know why I doubt it? Because all of the additional content they've made for Titan Quest 1 is not very good. Mediocre at best. So I don't expect Titan Quest 2 to be as good as 1. Did I try Torchlight? I did. Torchlight's fine. I don't know why I didn't love it. Maybe a little too cutesy or something for me. I'm not sure. Or maybe not open enough. I don't know. But it was okay. Sacred is fun for a while too. Right? Sacred is the same genre too. Sacred is great. Huge game. Again. Huge community still today as well. You need to finally try Grim Dawn? Yeah, you should. I recommend playing it without looking at a build first. And then after you get frustrated from dying, pick a class and then look up a build to try. Because there's something about like going for a specific build when you're doing the repetitive content that you've already done. Because it's like, it's the same as Diablo where you play through an act. You know, there's however many acts in the first difficulty and then you replay it in the next difficulty and so on and so on and so on. So I was having a lot more fun when I finally like knew the game a little bit, and then I looked up a build to try and just started like steamrolling dudes. That was fun. A lot of fun. Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh, you got bored. I didn't play that one for that long. I loved the first game though. The last Dragon Age game had so much hope for it. It's pretty, but that's it. Gameplay got boring fast and the story was meh. So disappointing. My sister was so upset about the Dragon Age game. I could tell it was poop from the trailer they showed. I was like, that's not Dragon Age. And I didn't even want to try it just because it did not look appropriate for that series. It looked like it did not belong. You tried Sacred after I streamed it. That game is huge. I know. It is very daunting. One old school recommendation and one question. Dreamweb is your recommendation? Never heard of that. What's one of the first games I played and absolutely fell in love with? There are two, but I can't remember which one came first. Actually, I think Neverwinter Nights 1, I think, is the first RPG I fell in love with. And then The Sims 1 is the next one. Those two games I was absolutely in love with for a long time as a kid. Dreamweb has been recommended in the Discord. Okay, what kind of game is that? I don't remember it. I don't remember it being suggested. Still mourning Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins is amazing. Really good game. StarCraft was one of your first addicting games. Ooh. Dreamweb is permanently free on GOG. Dark atmospheric point and click from the early 90s. Well, that sounds like I would really like it. Cyberpunk top down. Okay. Did I play the original Baldur's Gate? I've played through Baldur's Gate 1 on my own. I've never played it on the channel. And I have slightly dabbled in Baldur's Gate 2, just the beginning, but that's about it. Not against doing it. It's just kind of a long series. Baldur's Gate 2 specifically very long. Did I remember what class I played? You know what? I probably played some kind of druid class because I remember I was trying to play the same character that I had played in Neverwinter Nights because I found out that Baldur's Gate was the prequel to Neverwinter Nights. And then I was like, well, I want to play the whole series. And that was when I was obsessed with Neverwinter Nights, you know? So it probably was some kind of druid type person. If that exists, I have no idea. You love Torment. Oh yeah, that's the one where you have to read everything. Haven't played that either. I know Baldur's Gate 2 is so good, I know. Variax has played it 8 million times, you know. Beneath the Steel Sky is a great old cyberpunk point-and-click adventure. Yeah, that one is definitely on GOG. I think that one's for free too, right? Or maybe there's a remaster. There's something about it. It's special. Anyway. I should play it for sure. Yeah, sorry about the level ups. I don't know why they're appearing in the YouTube chat. That's not supposed to be happening. Only some of them are. Just ignore that. Love the old school D&D games. Also addicted to Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, I know. I really wanted to play Baldur's Gate 3. It's just, it was way too much of a task. Way too long. I know I would absolutely adore it, but, you know, it's just another one of those games that I just don't have time for. Sadly. It is free right now. Okay, cool. You completed Planescape Torment in the late 2000s. Oh, Yogso, what was that game that I played that was like a book? Avalon or something? That game was freaking cool. What was it called? I would love to like actually finish that someday. No. It was like Baldur's Gate-y. But it was medieval. No. No. It was supposed to be like Siege of Avalon. That's it. Thank you, Non-Automaton. That game is something special, let me tell you. All these games you guys are talking about, all these like isometric RPGs, you should check that one out if you like Baldur's Gate. Because that game was so cool. I adored it. Quite cheesy too. And a very interesting combat system. Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Have not played that one. Did I play Avowed? No, I was not interested in that one. That's one of those like overhyped new games that I usually don't have any interest in. I usually see it and I'm like, eh. People are gonna play it for 2 minutes and then they'll realize it's not very good and not play it anymore. So I don't know. Didn't really see a reason to play it. Yes, it's on GOG. Recommend it. Definitely recommend that one. Your favorite RPG was Two Worlds. Ooh. I heard that was a really good series. I've never played that one either. It'd be awesome to see me in a skit with Viva La Dirt League. Fat chance of that happening. I'm not nearly cool enough to hang out with them. I enjoyed Avow. It was lots of fun. But then you forgot about it. Exactly. You forgot about it. Because why? Because it was just like everything else you ever played and not special at all. Yeah. Obsidian hasn't been doing anything that impressed me in the recent years. So, I don't know. I don't know about all that. But again, it's like that with every new game, right? Every new AAA game is like, I'll wait and see. I can't even remember the most recent like AAA game that I've actually forked over cash for. A lot of them I get through my partnership with Games Planet. I definitely got a key for Starfield from Games Planet and most of the other big games. Because there's no freaking way I can afford to buy all these AAA games. Even if it's for making content, because a lot of times there's no use in making a video on a lot of them because they're just going to be oversaturated for a couple weeks when they come out, and then my video just gets buried anyway. And I'm usually not in love with it, so I don't usually want to keep playing it. So it's pointless, you know? Don't remind me of Starfield. I mean, I have a very like neutral review of Starfield. It's not a horrible review. It's just like, I would call it a mildly disappointed review, which I think aligns with a lot of people's opinions about that game too. A lot of us felt the same way. Speaking of Obsidian, didn't you say you were going to play Alpha Protocol? Oh yeah. I really want to play that one. I forgot why I didn't play it. Did I find something different to play? I don't remember. I was going to play it when it came out, or it re-released. Sorry, it didn't come out. It re-released back on GOG. But yes, I want to. I want to play it. Have I played Perfect Dark from the year 2000 or Beasts and Bumpkins? No, neither or none of those. Looking forward to Outer Worlds 2. Oh, that's a good question. I did like Outer Worlds 1, but I don't know. I don't know on that one. I'm what's the word? I'm hesitant to be excited about it just because of what they've been pumping out. It makes me a little bit whatever the opposite of optimistic is. Pessimistic. I have no positive expectations for it to be good. But I really did enjoy Outer Worlds 1. Todd made you buy premium edition of Starfield. Todd made me buy Skyrim 5 times. Curse you, Todd. My Starfield review is it's one of the games of all time. Yeah, it's a game. That's my review. You just bought Siege of Avalon. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. It's so good. So fun. Love to watch me and another play Split Fiction and work out the physical puzzles on that. I don't know what that game is all about, but I like puzzle games. I also, at some point, need to play the Portal co-op with somebody. I mean, I kind of know who I want to play it with. I have a few different options, but I haven't had much time lately to do co-op stuff. You broke your 64 controller with Perfect Dark. Nice. Didn't hate Starfield, but ended up losing interest after playing around with it for a while. Yeah, it didn't grasp you, and while it wasn't as negative about it as ours, I didn't latch onto it. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly how a lot of people felt about it, I think. It just missed the mark. Like, it was fun, kind of. And it had some cool things, but it just missed the mark. It's sad. Very sad. Very disappointing for us Skyrim fans. Elder Scrolls fans, I guess. Bethesda fans in general. Outer Worlds or Outer Wilds? I think they said Outer Worlds because we were talking about Obsidian. Pretty sure. Yeah, Outer Worlds. Outer Wilds I haven't played. Let's hope Fallout New Vegas TV show is good. I haven't even watched the Fallout show at all, so I don't know. You were joking that after leaving the sewers in Oblivion remaster that the screen would go dark and I'd wake up in a cart with Todd going, haha, we got you to buy Skyrim again. Wow, that would be pretty funny. On the topic of Todd and like Starfield being a failure, a lot of people are really in love with the Oblivion remaster. I gotta say, I'm not in love with it. It's fine. But, I mean, I think it has some major issues. And I guess I'm like one of the only people that thinks that. I don't know. I think with some mods, I could love it. But the things that I don't like about it are like pretty major, so I don't know. Yeah, I will try modding it sometime when I feel like it. Yeah. I don't know. There's some things that it improved on. Like the combat feels better. I don't like the characters and like how they look. Some of them are okay, but then some of them are like really freaking weird. In a bad way, not in the cheesy potato way. And then there's just some like weird UI things that don't make any sense that were pissing me off. And the whole color scheme of the game is like completely different mood. And what's that about? You know? Why? Why not make it look like the original? I don't understand that. Is it just because like they tried to do that in Unreal 5 and it like looked really stupid with bright colors or something? I don't know. No potato people. No. Nostalgia. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of nostalgic things about it. It's still Oblivion. But I really did like the voice acting that they added. I thought that was a really good idea. That was really well done and well implemented. So that was something. The difficulty too was just like broken as all hell, which made it not as fun because it's either too easy or too hard. It's just like really disappointing and not enjoyable. We did get Gabriel Potato from it. That's true. Yes. You can still make a potato person. Yeah, I know there's mods for everything because everyone else wanted mods as well, which is good. But I don't know. I'll get back to it and try it again with mods and see if I change my opinion. What about the Siberia games? I'm absolutely going to play the Siberia games, but did you know that Siberia 1 is getting a remake master? Remaster? I think it's a remaster. But it's just like the treatment that Amazon got from the same company, I think. And so I'm going to play that version. When that comes out, it's supposed to come out this year sometime. Very hyped for that. Another one we're going to play soon is Kathy Rain 2 as well. I just got a key for that from my good old games dude. So, yeah. But I have already decided that we're going to play the Return of Obra Dinn. That's the right name, right? We're going to play that tomorrow. And I know a lot of people were asking me to play that for a long time. So that one will begin tomorrow. Kathy Rain 2. Kathy Rain 2 is not a pirate game, but it's wet. There's rain involved, which is water. Which technically water is nautical, okay? It's also very, very short, so it says like 5-6 hours for how long to beat, so I'm not too worried about it. Every era of video games has a particular look. We just entered the Unreal 5 brown era. The depressing as all heck brown era. You did like Obra Dinn, but you do really need to learn the context clues. Not a game to play without coffee. Well, I hope it's puzzly. I do. And I'll be playing it live, so if I need help, I got chat there. Have I checked out the last patch for Angel of Darkness? No. Did they finally finish the game? Is it done now? I'm not following that anymore, really. I've moved on with my life. Although I will always go back to Tomb Raider. Lara is pretty much the nostalgic love of my life. Any positive opinion about Death Stranding? I mean, it's interesting. Is that positive? I wouldn't play it myself. I think I watched Jacksepticeye's playthrough of it. And weird game. Super weird. Wouldn't play it myself, but I liked watching someone else play it for like the story. and stuff. But I don't know. Not really anything I would be interested to play. Rip Benoit Sokal. Yep, for sure. When you think Lilia games, you think Tomb Raider. Yeah. I have a special relationship with Lara, for sure. A ragey relationship. It's Kojima, of course. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah, no. I feel like I was just about to talk about something, and now I can't remember what it was. Boop, boop, bee, doo, boo. The collector's edition gadget is creepy AF. It's a very strange story, but intriguing. Nah, I don't want to play Death Stranding. I recommend Jacksepticeye's playthrough. He does a very good chill job playing it. It's one of his more calm playthroughs. And he goes super in-depth into the story and tries to figure everything out. It's a very thorough playthrough. It might be like one of my favorite playthroughs he's done, actually. But I won't be playing that one myself. I'm sorry. For a person that has a ragey relationship with Lara, you'll have found someone that hasn't played a Tomb Raider game. Yeah. The originals anyway, right? There's a lot of people who have played the recent ones and haven't played the originals. Therefore, haven't experienced the rage. Did I ever cosplay? Nope. I do lazy cosplay. This is my extent of cosplay. I put on a hat. I put on a themed hat. Oh, I just bought another hat. By the way, there's a fuzz floating. Don't go in my coffee, Fuzz. I bought a like noir detective hat. I had one already, but Bella peed on it. So now I have another one. And I will be keeping it far away from anywhere where she can sit. No, I'm gonna hide it really well so she can't find it. Don't worry. So yeah. I'm super excited to play more detective games and stuff and murder mysteries. So I wanted to have that. I'm really sad about my cowboy hat though. That one I'm really upset about because it was expensive and it was like a beautiful hat and it was so comfortable. A PI hat and a P hat. I'm not keeping the P hat. Did I play Frog Detective? No. I did play LA Noire. Got a full playthrough of that on, I think it's on Lilia Uncut. But I would like to replay that sometime. It's been quite a few years. How many years? 4 or 5 years? I love that game. It's so good. And I've forgotten a lot about it. Like, I don't remember the story much anymore, so it would be a time that I could replay it. Plus, you could play it in black and white, which is so cool. Detective puzzle mysteries are one of your faves, so I love the Lilia Gets a Clue content. Good, because there's going to be a heck of a lot of that. What you can expect coming up on Lilia Gets a Clue and the live streams is a lot of puzzly point and click stuff and then murder mysteries like, you know, Sherlock and whatnot. More Nancy Drew, because I had such a good time with that. And then as we move into spooky season after this summer event, where we're playing nautical games right now for summer, But after we move into the spookies, which I will be doing like an early spooky season this year, I might do a small time in between where we don't really have a season going on. But we're going to be doing like some slightly spooky stuff. Probably not going to go full blown horror or anything, but I would like to do some like spooky oriented puzzly detective games. Probably The Thing. People are talking about The Thing, so I'll probably do that. That's been on my list for a long time. Amnesia. I played Amnesia as well. I have a full playthrough of that, also on Lilia Uncut. I think. Or was it not? It might have been on I feel like it was on Lilia Uncut. I just did VODs. Just VODs. I also wouldn't mind replaying that, actually. And I never played Machine for Pigs. And the newer Amnesia games, I think I played one of them. I can't even remember which one it was, but it wasn't not nearly as good as the original one. Also, at some point, I would love to play the Penumbra games again. Those were so good. I love the vibes. The second one is so-so. The second Amnesia or Machine for Pigs. And Stanley, yeah. We'll do the Stanley one for sure. Oh, Sinking City 2. Thank you for reminding me about that, Benny. I'm so freaking hyped for Sinking City 2. I love Frogwares. Everything they make is my favorite. That is somebody asked me earlier, is there a single player game I'm hyped for? That one. That one's the answer. I forgot about that. Frogwares is the bomb. And I adored the first game. It was pretty janky, but in a good way. And it was so awesomely Lovecraftian and just spooky, fun, exploratory, open world, spooky, detective-y. It just had it all. And the storyline, the characters were kind of cheesy and fun. I don't know, I really liked it. So I'm hoping that the second game is going to be cool too. The best kind of jank. Oh yeah. Oh, the latest Alone in the Dark. Oh, you know what? I should do that too for spooky season. Okay, let me make a little list because yeah, that one is not even that long, is it? I'm pretty sure I looked it up and it wasn't even that long. That one I own and it's on my list too. Alone in the Dark. It needs more eyeballs. Yeah, my sister was telling me I absolutely have to play it, but I didn't. Still Wakes the Deep, I won't be playing because I watched a playthrough of that and I already know what happens, but it was a cool game. Okay, so we need Alone in the Dark, Thing remastered. What else? Sinking City 2, but that'll be a no-brainer. Was there another one that I said I needed to play a spooky season that now I forgot already? Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. Oh, I played that so long ago on Lady Lilia, like in 2016 or something. Superliminal? Yeah, people have suggested that to me. Maybe eventually I'll play that one. I'm not playing Death Stranding 2. Contradiction? Yes. I would like to play that. But not for spooky season. Soma. I've played Soma twice, actually. Well, once all the way through. However, I would replay it. I didn't save it anywhere. It was just a stream playthrough. And it was one of the playthroughs that I entirely forgot to save the VODs for. I was going through a time where I was streaming a ton of games and not saving them anywhere. I don't know, I guess I just got lazy because I was making like loads of content at once. And it was during that time. And then I remember later looking back and being like, oh crap, the VODs expired and now I don't have them. Because they only last for 30 days on Twitch and then they get deleted. So that was sad. But I would replay that. That was a very good one. Dredge has fun Lovecraft vibes. Dredge is actually on my list for this very nautical season of nauticalness for the summer. So we'll probably play that pretty soon. Has my YouTube channel improved since I reorganized it, algorithm viewer wise? Well, yes. So yes, in the way that Lilia Gets a Clue has an actual identity and the algorithm knows like what my content is and it's showing it to the appropriate people. So yes, in that regard. Views haven't really gone up yet because I haven't been making anything like consistent really and haven't been trying to do anything that's gonna be widely appealing. I've been playing a lot of just kind of like little games here and there. But I do have lots of plans. Actually, maybe I should start talking about that since it's already like 3:30 almost. I had a lot of channel related things I wanted to tell you guys about. You started playing Dredge? Dredge is great. Cool beans. All right. Anyway, for this list, I put Alone in the Dark, Thing Remastered, and then Sinking City 2. I feel like there was another one that somebody mentioned in chat, and I was like, I'll play that for spooky season, but now I forgot already. So, Subnautica. Yes. Of course I will play Subnautica 2. And I will hate every second of it. Forsaken Souls! I played that whole game. I actually downloaded the VODs for that one and I plan to re-upload it to Lilia Gets a Clue sometime. Also, Song of Horror. Amazing survival horror game that we played a few years ago. True Fear, that was it. Thank you. Yep. That's a pretty good lineup, I would say. Yeah, okay. Alone in the Dark, Thing Remastered, True Fear 3 and 2, and then Sinking City if it comes out in time. We'll see. They also remastered Sinking City 1. That also recently came out. So if any of you guys haven't played that yet, it's a good time. Alone in the Dark. I have not played Abzu, no. Signalis. That one didn't really look super interesting to me. I did see it though. Play Tainted Grail. Is that the one that's kind of like Skyrim? Callisto Protocol. I'd rather just play Dead Space, honestly. Unless there's something spectacular about Callisto Protocol that I don't know about. Okay, so let me just take a quick break ski for a second. Not a break. No, I'm not gonna go anywhere, but break from like answering questions for a second, okay? I just want to talk about Lilia Gets a Clue because there's a lot of people here right now, as namely the YouTube people that I want to talk to about this. Because I really like you guys all to understand what my plan is for the channel. And a couple people asked some questions that sort of related to this. So I'm going to bring it up right now and just kind of quickly go over what I'm planning to do and why. And what you can expect to see from here on out with the channel and like where to find the content and what I'm going to be doing. Feel free to ask me questions during this and then I'll pivot back and answer them after I am done giving my like initial spiel or like summary of what I want to say, okay? So, okay. So Lilia Gets a Clue initially started out as my passion for classic games, and I just wanted a place to put classic game playthroughs where, so I didn't have to just put everything on Lady Lilia, which used to be Lilia TV. So I was trying to like be less variety on both channels to simultaneously help them grow or whatever. But I realized after I started doing some playthroughs on The Lilia Gets a Clue and stuff. Thank you, Craig, for the 100 bits. I started doing some playthroughs like System Shock 2 and Bioshock and stuff, and those were just edited VODs. And this was before I was live streaming to Lilia Gets a Clue specifically. I was just live streaming on Twitch and then uploading stuff in my normal format that I kind of was using on Lady Lilia as well, because I didn't really know what else I was going to do. And it was just kind of like I wanted to put them somewhere, right? So I realized when I started doing that people were gravitating towards that. And I really, really, really loved the audience that we were building on Lilia Gets a Clue. And it was really cool to just have viewers on one channel that really like the classic games. And now I've been diving into more, mystery and point and click stuff, which is a huge passion of mine in the gaming categories or what have you. And so I realized that that's kind of where my gaming passion and content creation lies right now, is the classic games, and specifically like the mystery and slightly spooky, I guess, like not horror all the time, but just slightly spooky stories with mystery, points and clicks, and just also games that are full of cheese. It's just so much fun. So that's really what I want to make. And I would like the Lilia Gets a Clue channel to be sort of devoted to that. And it's also one of the reasons why I altered the name of the channel to Lilia Gets a Clue, because it matches like what I want to create. But it's really important to me that I am able to kind of pump out a consistent type of content that I'm used to. So the Let's Play format, right? And what you guys kind of need to know that watch the channel is that the format that I'm going to be going for here on out, because I can now live stream directly to Lilia Gets a Clue and not have to re-upload all my VODs there, I can make unique uploads. So what that means is like I can take my Let's Plays from the VODs and make specific sort of condensed or edited down more creative videos that will appear as uploads. And the full playthroughs, like the big chonky playthroughs that I have been uploading ever since the start, are now going to be just in the live stream tab. They'll still be in playlists and everything, but because I can now live stream them directly to YouTube without re-uploading from Twitch, it makes everything so much easier. And I really, really want to make some more creative videos. So I want to tell you guys that specifically because I don't want you to think that like if I upload a video that's like 20 minutes long that is of a game that I just played the whole thing of, I don't want you guys to think that it's like duplicated content. So it's either going to be like I'll play the whole game and then maybe my short condensed upload, my creative video, will be maybe a review of that game, or it will be like funniest moments or something in a playthrough, or it will be some other creative thing I could make from that playthrough, but it will be like a standalone thing and hopefully entertaining and also worth your time to watch, even if you watch the full playthrough, if that makes sense. So I've been experimenting with that, and I have some pretty cool ideas for some games that we're going to play. But the review video I did for the Amazon playthrough, that one performed pretty well and it resonated with the community. And I feel like if I made more of those, people would like that. So I do want to do more reviews. But I just feel like I want to be creative, you know, and I love making Let's Plays so much. Don't get me wrong. I love doing the Let's Plays and I love live streaming. So I want to keep doing that as like my core thing. But I would love to be able to make some little creative videos too. And I'm just trying to figure out like how to get them on the channel without having them look like duplicated content from the whole game that you guys already watched. You know what I mean? So that's my current creative challenge at the moment. And I'm pretty excited. So I have an idea for the Nancy Drew one. I actually changed my idea since I talked to you guys about it last time. If you were in the stream at the end of the Nancy Drew playthrough, I was talking about doing like a whodunit video, but I have slightly altered that idea. And I'll just give you a little bit of the idea. So initially my idea was that I would like deep dive all the characters in the mystery and then reveal who did it at the end. And then the viewer would like follow along. And if they didn't know the story, they would guess who it is and then just have the reveal at the end. But it's kind of, that format would just be like a mystery reveal, right? It's not that unique. But my other idea is, where's my music? There we go. My other idea is I had the other day where I was like, maybe that's not unique enough. What if it sounds fun. Yeah, it sounds kind of fun. But what if I instead did like a theory crafting series, which would appeal hopefully to more people, even the people that know the answer, right? So it would be like, here's what happened, but what if this is what happened? Like, what if these other characters actually were guilty instead? And then I would have like just a little summary of what it might have been like. I don't know how I would present it, but yes. And I got the idea from the Clue movie. Yep, like exactly. Except I would do it backwards because I would reveal how it actually happened first. And then after that, I would reveal like, but what if this is what happened? Because I think that just the whodunit idea was good for people that haven't seen it, you know, but like maybe that people that have played the game, which is lots of people, especially with Nancy Drew, they would probably not be as satisfied to watch that, or maybe they wouldn't click on it. Although the character deep dives is like pretty cool, but it's more of a unique idea. You know what I mean? So that's my new idea. And then, yeah, that is another reason why I got the PI hat. And then I can also present it as like a cheesy kind of noir thing. So aside from the funniest moments of a playthrough, aside from the reviews, that's my other newest creative idea for if I play like a cheesy mystery game. Now, I don't know how long those are going to take me to make, so have no idea if that could be a thing that I keep doing, but I'd like to try it once and see if it is good or not. So that's the kind of things that I want to try to do. All of those things require lots of editing and some time. So I think I would maybe be able to get one video a week of the special creative videos out. And then I would still be doing like, you know, 3 streams a week of playthroughs. So it would since I can upload directly, or sorry, stream directly to YouTube, you guys would still have a constant flow of content as long as you want to watch the live streams. And then also hopefully every week, maybe sometimes every 2, you get like a nice little creative video that hopefully also helps to bring in new viewers too. That's my goal anyway. So yeah, I think one of the most important things is going to be making the thumbnails and stuff look really different. So I was thinking for my creative uploads, I could experiment with not having my face on some of that maybe. And then for the live streams, the full playthroughs, I would still have my like normal thumbnail. Because I don't want it to be confusing. Like I need it to be very separate. So people know it's like two different things. There's full playthroughs and then there's like little creative fun videos on the same channel. So yeah. Does that make sense to everybody? I think that's mostly what I wanted to say. I just wanted you to know where to find all of the content and what I'm going to be doing. Don't be surprised if it goes through more slight alterations. Well, yeah, I'm just spitballing what my ideas are. I'm not saying I'm for sure going to do the whodunit thing right away, but it's good to throw it out there and get opinions on it and stuff, you know? Sounds awesome. Oh, good. Am I going to run around like Tim Curry? If I could do anything like Tim Curry, I would be happy. How many Nancy games are there? Ooh, I want to say there's like 35 or something like that. A ridiculous amount. Apparently there was 34. Ooh, I was close. There was a time where Her Interactive was making Nancy games literally every year, like once a year. So there's a lot of them. Yes, indeed. And there are 2 more Nautical Nancys that I want to play this summer. And then there's definitely Ghost Nancys for spooky season as well. Fab ideas. Thank you, Marilyn. I hope it works out because I really want to grow the channel and the community specifically and have a very, like-minded group of people that just really like to hang out and watch and talk about older games and mysteries and specifically because that's really where my interest lies. Puzzly mystery games and spooky dooky games. Id Software used to make 1 game per month? Oh, per develop. What? That's ridiculous. Very simple games? Sea of Darkness, yep. How many? Yes. Yeah, I don't know if all the Nancy games are good, but there's a lot of them. The Hardy Boys games. That didn't really impress me, the Hardy Boys footage that you shared in the Discord. I was like, I don't know. They don't even show any voice acting or anything. Play Silver 1999? What is that? Remember when Rockstar actually released games? Do they not release games? They just did Red Dead Remaster, right? That was pretty sweet. That was a good remaster. Oh, Blueprints. I love Blueprints. Blueprints. If you missed my playthrough, that is also on Lilia Uncut. I just put all the raw VODs up there. So anyone who missed or wants to watch my whole Blueprints experience so far, I haven't finished it yet. It's all over there. Great game, though. I love that one. I would love to finish that sometime. I wasn't impressed by the Sims 2 grade animation. No. Silver is a short RPG action-y? Okay. Never heard of it. It was not a remaster. It was a port. Sure. It was also... Wasn't it also a remaster? Didn't they upgrade the... They had to remaster it a little bit. I can't even remember all the details now. Blueprints is hardcore. Yeah. That's one of the best indie... Is it indie? It's one of the most unique, coolest indie games to come out recently. Very, very cool game. I was curious if I played the old Tex Murphy mystery games. I have played 2... Well, yeah. So there's the old ones with no FMV. I haven't played those. But then I've played the first 2 FMV ones. And I definitely want to play all of those, like all of the rest of them. I love them. Super cheesy, super good, super fun. Good puzzles, good stories. Yeah, Overseer's next. Thank you, Yoxo. I always forget the names of them. I'm sorry. Every single time. My brain is not good at like names of things. There's way too many games for me to try to remember all the names of every game that I play, because it's, oh my god, there's so many. I'm not good at names of people, places, or things, but I can remember, like, I have a very visual memory, which is not very helpful with this job, honestly, when I'm trying to talk about things and name things all the time. But yes, we'll be playing lots more of those types of games. They did a remake of Mean Streets that has FMV? Serious? Is it on GOG? Did I ever play Tunic or Fez? No, I've heard of Fez. Haven't played it. It's just a little cute game, right? You need to build a time machine so you can play them all. I know. I'll never finish all the games. Hopefully I can play video games into my old age, and then I can finally finish my backlog from 2010 and before. But anything beyond that is hopeless. There's just too many. Fez is a cute little puzzle game. Oh, okay. Do you guys think about sorry, let me rephrase. What do you think about this idea, chat? Every once in a while, what if we do a stream where it's like, I don't know how to title it, but just like cozy day or something, where I just play a cute little cozy game like that? Because there's a couple that I really want to try that seem really satisfying. Cozy Clues? Yeah, it could be a puzzle game, but it could just be like a cozy nose itch game. Like what is it called? Like the one that's kind of new, where you like you organize objects into drawers and stuff. Stuff like that, where we could just play and chill and chat like this, sort of, but we do it with a game instead. And yeah, those games that you guys are talking about right now sounds a little to the left. That's it. Something like that. Just a, or a simulator game. Something where I can just like mindlessly play and chat. Tunic, Death's Door, and Crypt Custodian are all cozy. Unpacking. I've heard of Unpacking. That's another similar one, yeah. If you think that's cozy, I haven't played it enough. I haven't played that. I haven't played Unpacking. Is it not cozy? But maybe some like gardening simulator or something like that, just random like house flipper type things, those sort of vibes where you just kind of do some satisfying repetitive tasks and then have a bit of a fun time talking to chat as well. I would love From Dust. It's cozy unless I don't get you. Okay. I've never heard of it, but I'll take your word for it. A Little to the Left is deceivingly cozy. You need to be patient. Okay. Well, it looks satisfying and it looks slightly puzzly. So it looks like I would like it because of the puzzliness. Warhammer 40k Power Wash Simulator? What? That's ridiculous. Vampire Survivors? Very cozy and totally not addicted. That will destroy your productivity. I've heard of so many people playing that, but I didn't dare try it myself. You were watching another streamer play Unpacking. It's wonderful. Oh, that's good. Very satisfying with puzzle clicks. can be less cozy when it doesn't. Viscera cleanup detail is quite chill. I've seen, who did I watch play that like a billion years ago? I never thought that would be a game that I would ever play, but now that you bring it back up, yeah, that does sound like something that it would fit. And I love the idea of doing like monotonous, cozy games that are kind of like a little bit weird and creepy at the same time. It sounds like a cool vibe. Power Wash Simulator is one of your favorite cozy games. You spent so much time in it. Really? Cool. You guys have a lot of good ideas. There's a Wallace and Gromit Power Wash Simulator DLC. Wow, Power Wash Simulator really gets around, doesn't it? I Am Bread is not cozy at all. That one is rage-inducing. Just like all platformers. Yeah, I was planning on playing some cozy games, actually. I have one loaded up. I could play it for a little bit if you guys want. It's just an indie game that the developer sent me in my email. It's a Spot the Difference game. But we were just chatting so well, and you guys had so many questions for me. I was just talking nonstop, so I didn't even have time to play a game yet. But I do have like 30 minutes left to stream, so if you guys want me to boot up a cozy game, I have one ready to go. Stardew can be stressful. So the combat part of Stardew is stressful, yeah, but then the farming part is the opposite. So relaxing. Captain Claw? Dude, just FYI, every platformer with deaths makes me very mad. I get, like, out of all the games that make me rage, platformers are the worst. And I'm not a very ragey person when it comes to games. I'm pretty patient a lot of the time, but I don't know. There's something about platformers that really piss me off. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And I grew up on Mario and stuff. Donkey Kong, which is easier one, but yeah. Been watching Dark Souls playthrough while playing it yourself. It's great to figure out stuff I'm missing. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. My Dark Souls playthrough is one of my favorites, I think. During the height of my career on my main channel. The Dark Souls time. We need a name for the cozy setup. Cozy Clue Day. I don't know. I'm really bad at coming up with names. Feel free to suggest things. Dog petting simulator, is that real? That sounds weird. And also good, but weird. Cheese out and chill. Cheesy chill? Cheesy chill day? Cozy she wrote. Okay. Cheese and chill. Do you think people will think we're just eating cheese and talking if we name it that? Maybe. All right. Can you guys hear the music? Turn it up a little bit. There we go. I just had it on super quiet in the background when I was talking. I do like cheese and chill. It's cheese and chill day, but I don't know if it's obvious enough. For my community, it is. All right, so we can keep chatting for sure, but I'm gonna stop and start my recording. We'll just play this for a little bit. This is called Deja View, and it is a brand new indie spot the difference game, and I just thought I would do this one because I literally got an email like a day or two ago from the dev saying like, hey, saw you were playing cozy games, here's my new cozy game. And then I was like, oh, okay. So it's just a spot the difference game. I figured you guys could chime in if you see something that I miss, because it's not an easy spot the difference game. At least it didn't look like it on Steam when I looked at the pictures. And we unlock music as we go along, which is interesting. Let's check it out. Ooh, we get to pick. Ooh, which one should we do first? Birdie meow meow. I thought we were gonna have to go like in a row, but we don't. Ooh, let's do spooky first. Okay. So what's the best like method for this? I don't play any of these kinds of games, so this is kind of new, but I like how it shows the cursor on both sides. And I know that the differences are really subtle sometimes, so it's not gonna be easy. There's one. And I will try to keep looking at chat, even though it's gonna be a little tough. I'm just gonna go through. I guess this is what you would do. Just kind of. Oh, is this different? Or is that one different? One of those is different. Can I undo? Yeah, I can. I think this one's different, right? Yeah. Do, 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 do. Gotta keep looking back and forth. Oh, there's a shroom there. What about this pattern? I feel like it would be really easy to put something up in here. Or that crack. Mushroom. This crack. Oh, it looks fine. Do, 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 do. Okay, we're gonna go up here. That's different right there. It's kind of a workout, right? Because you have to keep like shifting your eyes back and forth. And I don't know, it's probably maybe smaller for you guys, but it's like kind of a big space for me to look back and forth. Okay, let's do this whole door. Go down the mushroom first. Ghost, are you different? Yeah, this game it's not easy, for sure. Yep, that's different. Oop, I can't see that one now. That's the same, okay. It's fine. I feel like this is a very high level spot the difference. I'm pretty good at spot the difference, like when you normally see them. If they're just thrown into a game and it's kind of a simple one, then I'm pretty good at them. But this is a very complicated one. Okay. How do I like see part 2? Check my spots. You need to place all your glasses before checking how many spots you get right. Okay. Oh, there's that many more. I need 14 more. Are you serious? Oh my god. You pick anything that jumps out at first and then scan the photo over again. Stone tablet, bottom left. Oh yeah, I got there in the end. Pattern on the big mushroom is different. On this one? Or on this one? Oh, yep, that. What about this one? Yep, that one too. Sneaky. Oh, that's different as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at all the mushrooms. That's fine. I guess that one's good. What about the door? Dude in the door? Oh, he seems okay. This mushroom. Okay, we need 11 more, chat. This is definitely like maximum pixel hunting for sure. Moon door arc. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. It's too small for you to see on mobile. Yeah. This game is for some serious hidden object. Or not. Well, yeah, hidden object spot the difference fans. There's a green arrow on the right and a gray one on the left. It's what? Oh, you mean yeah. Wherever I put mine, it just puts it on the other side. Craig, thank you for 100 more bits. Appreciate it very much. Check the mushroom stems. Okay, I did, but I missed something. That one. Oh, that one. I wish there was more obvious ones, honestly. They're all really hard. What about, there's like all these mushrooms on the ground as well, and these little grass tufts. Oh my gosh. Mushroom there. Yep. Okay, mushroom there. I'm just trying to look at all the little mushrooms. That looks fine. What about the bricks? That's fine, I guess. Is there any differences between my camera or behind my camera? There's one mushroom back there, and a leaf. I don't think so. Pretty sure there's nothing back there. What about this? I feel like there's got to be something here because we didn't find anything here, so it makes sense that they would spread them out a little bit, right? These leaves. Flowers on the cactuses. Leaves. My goodness. Oh, Oh! The right candle. Bottom left side of broken arch. Below the candle? Wait. Little mushroom. Okay, hold on. Let me go one at a time. Mushroom stem, bottom center, behind gravestone. Oh, yep. Near the center of the picture, right of the candle on the right, the stone arch. This arch? I know I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Got it. Little mushroom next to the middle right candle. Little mushroom. One of these? There's so many little mushrooms. What the heck? So hard. Right side candle. Oh, way over here. Oh, yep. Got it. Okay. Okay, someone mentioned the candles left of the shadowy figure. This candle? Oh, yep. It's got a different drip. Oh my goodness. Okay. Bottom left side of the broken arc below the candle. Okay, we got that one. The right candle too? Don't see Waldo anywhere. Me either. Also the candle left of shadowy figure? Isn't that the one? Right side candle. Not sure what you mean there. How many do we have left? Oh, 4. Oh yeah, I guess you guys can't see that. Maybe I should move my face cam. It's kind of not a very good game for face cam, is it? Because like, no matter where I go, I'm gonna block something. I'll just go down a little bit. I could be smaller. Bricks behind the ghost body. Yep. Okay, 3 more, chat. Cozy no face cam couch potatoing today. I mean, honestly, that would be pretty relaxing for me, but I don't know. I would like to do some content with no face cam, but I don't. It never does as well. There's gotta be something. Little shroom? Little shroom. Little shroom. Little shroom. Little shroom. Tiny shroom. Tiny shroom. Crack. Nope.
By thunder! You've claimed the captain's helm.
Okay, see the middle row, there's a small rock on the right side at the foot of the big mushroom? Wait. A small rock on the right side at the foot of the big mushroom. This big mushroom? No, you're right. There it is. Left arm of the right cactus. This arm? You know what makes this even harder is that it's all kind of like the same colors. It really makes it all blend together in your brain, doesn't it? Where it joins with the butt. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, it's behind and in front. You're right. One more. Oh my God. One more. What if it's like this dirt pattern? That would be cruel. That would be cruel and unusual punishment. Okay, I don't think it is. Dang it. Okay, I'm just gonna put one more and then do check my spots. Okay. We got them all except one. Where's the last one? Could be under my cam. I've looked there so many times. Is it there? Is it there? What about this? Did you guys look at the stars in the sky? I didn't look at those yet. No. Little tufts of grass. Is that different? No. What about this hill? It's gotta be like one of the mushrooms or the tufts of grass. Because there's a million of them. There's a Lilia on one side. Yeah, that counts. I wish I mean, I could get a hint. I don't really want to, though. Oh, I thought I saw it. No, dang it. Do. Cracks on the gravestone? No. This game is way too advanced for me, I'm pretty sure. It's like epic. Spot the difference, hardness. If you guys weren't here helping me, I would give up. I would literally give up. The bowl thing by the mushrooms, is that shaded differently? The bowl thing? What? This thing? I don't see anything different on it. The base of it. No, I don't think so. Oh, there's a couple of them actually. That would have been a good one. Cracks there. Those are the same. I think those are the same. Let's get a hint, I guess. Where was it?
By thunder, you've claimed the
Shift your
captain's
focus to the
helm.
right part and complete. You found all the differences on the left. Now shift your focus on the right. Is it not going to tell me, because that's going to piss me off? Oh, it was under my face cam. Oh my god. Hold on. Look. It was the leaf? Oh, yep. It was the leaf. Oh, I looked at that so many times. It's annoying. It's so annoying. It was me all along, guys. Okay. Well, that's different. He's smiling. Let's look at all the big stuff. Like, Ghost Guy. All the characters. Cat. Cat's tail is different. This stat. And what about that cat? He looks the same. Okay, Toad Guy. He looks the same, I think. And this thing. Same. Crack in the bottom gravestone. Yep. Okay. Now I'm gonna look at all the leaves. Since that is what got me last time, anyway. Leaf of plant top middle. This one? Oh, there's a mushroom in front of it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, that one, that one, that one. Okay. And Frog Monster has a bit of moss on his right shoulder. You're right. Ooh, I didn't see that. Hello, Star Garden. Okay. Any more? Let's check the other gravestones. That one looks okay. That one. Is that different? Yes, it is. Crack on that thing. Looks good. This thing. Let's look for candle drips. Good thing I didn't play this while I was trying to answer questions. Good lord.
Ahoy there, matey.
Ahoy. Grass tuft, bottom left on diagonal path. Grass tuft. Thing on the top left of the ghost head on the arc. Thing on the top left of ghost head on arc. Oh, yeah, that thing. Whatever it is. The decoration or whatever. Left side. Oh, wait, hold on. Little brick top of window. Little brick top of window. Oh, There it is. Light is flickering, but the flicker appears only on the right side. Which light is flickering? How did I not notice that? Crack on top right bowl. Was it the one I already found? That one? Middle right of a long archway. Okay. Brick on the top left of arch. Are you talking about the same one? Possibly. Stalk of tall mushroom. Okay. In front of ghost. Mushroom in front of ghost? What? This one? Left side of big mushroom stalk. Is this the big one or is this the big one? Let's just look at both of them. I don't see anything on that one. Arch left of sign with 3 fruits. Left of sign, huh? Oh, found it. Okay. Bit of moss on the arch, 2 bricks up from the left side, just next to the mushroom. Oh, goodness gracious. Over here? Or other one? No? Oh, I got it. Okay. There's another brick on the bottom of the big door on the right. Another brick. Oh, you're right. Oh, an extra brick. Let's see. Middle mushroom, there's something on the stem at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna assume that you meant that one. Grass at the foot of the ghost. What feet? Oh. Were you talking about that one? Maybe. I don't see any different one. Unless I'm crazy. Oh wait, underneath the ghost. Through the ghost. I was imagining like where his feet would be, and I was only looking right here. Like if he had feet. Left of 3 eye face. This? Oh, left. Wait. And the arch? Another brick in the wall. Yep. Ghostbusters. Giant mushroom on far left, bottom of stock. Oh, sneaky. Okay, we only need 4 more. I haven't looked at the patterns. Have you guys looked at the patterns yet? I'm gonna do that really quick. Okay. Mushroom patterns is what I meant to say. There's bound to be some of those that are different because they were last time. Like right there. Uh-huh. That's the same. Okay, not as many actually. Tiny mushroom on the grass floor, bottom left of image. That's so mean. Oh my god. 2 more! It's gonna be another mushroom, isn't it? Or a tuft of grass. Ugh. Do, 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 do. I'm honed in. Kind of. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. This one? This one? Maybe one of the cactus arms again? No. I'll be behind my head again. Is it? Yeah, there is one there. Oh, I didn't look at the sky yet. Did you guys look at these? Did I look at these? I don't remember. Mushroom, 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 mushroom. Do, 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 do. Okay, that checks out. One more. Oh, I don't want to do a hint for the last one again. Extra mushroom where? Beep boop 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 beep boop boop boop. I'm invisible, everybody. You can't see me. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I got everything that's behind my face cam. Pretty sure, anyway. What about like flowers on the cactus? Did we look at those? There's only 2. I got it already? What do you mean? Oh, the extra mushroom. Okay. Well, I don't freaking know where the last thing is. And I don't know if I have enough patience to look for it. Honestly. Oh, I can only use one hit before... I can only use a hint before placing my first spot? What? Okay, now I can use it. What was that? What? I can't look at it because it's behind. Apparently it was that. Oh, there's an extra. Oh. Okay, did I unlock something? Maybe I unlocked the spooky music. I unlocked all the spooky music. I am the shadow. Sneaky. Well, we beat one of them. So there are, there's this many more. Whew. What a eyeball workout. I think I've unlocked a visit to the eye doctor. Me too. I don't know. What do you think about this one, guys? I think it's a little bit too complex looking. I guess is this a kind of game for people who really like spot the difference to the point where, you know, like the people that have done all the crosswords that exists, then they just need harder and harder and harder ones. High tide seems nautical. True. I don't have time to do any more, but let's just browse a couple more of them. High tide. See what they look like. Oh, this one looks a little bit easier, right? Maybe I picked like one of the hardest ones to start with. Yeah, there's a lot of like things look the same. Things are the same color, which makes it really hard, and a lot of repeat things for sure makes it harder. But I think the color scheme and the repeated images makes it more challenging. I'm not sure if it makes it fun. I think it makes it less fun because you're just looking at the same thing over and over again. I like it when the scenes are really interesting, you know? It's pretty, but it's not a very interesting scene. Oops. The art is pleasant, yeah. Less tiny shrooms is a relief. This is less tiny. Yeah, the shrooms were pretty bad. This one isn't terrible. Actually, I want to see... This is the first one? Yeah, so maybe that was like the easiest. This is the second one. Is this one also easier? See, this one looks really cluttered too. And to me, it looks like it's going to be hard. What's happening? I don't even like the look of that one. I'm just not gonna... What else do we got? This one too, like a bit cluttered. I like the vibe in this one though. But see how there's just like hearts, kind of puzzle pieces, ice cream cones, candy canes. I don't know. Like, it's a cool picture. It actually reminds me of an adult coloring book. We were just talking about that. Like, these are the kind of images that they put in adult coloring books. But it's not necessarily fun for finding differences because it's all like repeats of things. But I like how this one, I like the vibe of that one. Is there any that actually look tempting to solve? What about this one? Let's see, this one doesn't look as bad either because it's less cluttered. I already see one. That one. This one's cute. Cute. A color difference. Oh my goodness. I never thought I would see the day. But yeah, I don't really have time for more, but I'm just, you know how it is, guys. You know how it is. There's probably something over here. Maybe, I don't know. Definitely cute. Yeah, this one is the best. But anyway, that's Deja View. If you like it, if you're super into hardcore spot the difference, this game is for you. I think it could really benefit on just toning down the repetitiveness a little bit, and making it less cluttered in the scenes. Then it could be a lot more fun. Spot the teeny tiny differences. But for me, a big part of the spot the difference fun is having the scene be interesting looking and then discovering new things that appear in the scene that you don't notice, you know? But I don't know. I think it has a cool art style. And it's clearly like hand drawn and stuff. Very pretty. So points for that. Anywho, that is all she wrote for me today. And here's the double chat back in action. Tomorrow, I'm planning on playing... What's it called again? Return of the Obra Dinn. I plan to start that game tomorrow. So I'll be live here on YouTube and on Twitch again. I really appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting and listening to me blab about the channel and answering questions. I had a good time connecting with you guys, and I think we should do this more often. Maybe we'll do like a cozy game stream day where we do more of this with less complicated cozy games. This one I just grabbed quickly, so I don't know. I didn't really put any thought into finding it. But if you have any like super chill cozy game suggestions that I could use for background and still pay attention to chat, those recommendations are helpful, because I'll make a list of those, and then we can do some like cozy chatting streams, and then I can actually have a cozy game in the background. Sims 3, yeah. I do want to try to get The Sims working again. I don't know why it stopped working. Probably because I haven't loaded it up in like 3 years. But yeah, like a build in The Sims 3 is always a good thing, or Sims 2 or whatever, even The Sims 1. Or any just kind of brainless simulation or cozy game would be what we're looking for. Or unpacking, or a little to the left, stuff like that, yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have a lovely evening. Sleep well. Cheers to you all. Don't forget, you can join the public Discord server. And you can watch videos on Lilia Gets a Clue. And I'm going to be working on more fun videos soon. So you should see those pop up in the next couple weeks whenever I finish the next one. If you ask Assel, he'll recommend the coloring game. Oh yeah, the coloring game. Yeah. Very popular. And solitaire as well. He also likes that. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye, YouTube people, and bye-bye, Twitch people. I will see you guys tomorrow.